Hey everyone! So as you probably know from the amount of times I've posted about it, I have ulcerative colitis and I've been raising money for the Crohn's and Colitis Foundation, and I just finished running a half marathon with Team Challenge. There are still a few more weeks where you can donate, and I really want to reach my $4,000 fundraising goal, so if you are able to donate, please check out the link. And even as little as $5 makes a huge difference. I'd really appreciate it. So I wanted to talk to you all about part of my life as a patient living with ulcerative colitis, this chronic illness, is I have to be on medication. So for almost 2 years now, I've been on Humira, which is a biologic. My colitis is pretty severe. I was started on one biologic pretty soon after I was diagnosed back in 2015. Sadly, I failed that because I built up antibodies to it, which is something that can happen with the biologics. Your body can start fighting it off and then it stops working. With an autoimmune disease, your immune system is in overdrive, and these medications are meant to suppress that, but sometimes your body decides to fight the medication off too. So anyway, back in 2016, I ended up in a flare when my other medication failed, and then I was started on Humira. So every 2 weeks, I give myself a Humira injection. You can give it to yourself in the stomach or in the thigh. It either comes like this, which is a pre-filled syringe, or in this auto-injector pen, which is kind of like an EpiPen. I used to use those, now I use the pre-filled syringe. I don't have a preference either way. So usually the way this works is, like I said, I do this every 2 weeks. I'll do it in the evening. I come home and it has to be refrigerated. So I take it out of the fridge usually at least an hour before I have to take the medication. People say that it stings less if you bring it up to room temperature, and yes, it does sting quite a bit. If you've ever had a heparin shot though, which I sadly have when I've been hospitalized before, those sting a lot worse. But yeah, it does help to leave it out, bring it to room temperature. It stings a bit less. I also find that with the syringe, you can kind of control how fast the medication goes in, and it maybe hurts a little bit less. I'm not afraid of needles, so I'm fine with the syringe. If you are, the auto injector might be better. Yeah, so anyway, I thought I'd give you guys sort of an inside look into this part of my life and what I have to deal with. Luckily, it keeps me pretty healthy, but it's not super fun to give yourself an injection twice a month. So I thought I would show you guys how this works. So I've already washed my hands, and I just open up the package here. It's just a small little syringe. It's not scary. It has a little needle down here on the end. Focus. And I just take an alcohol swab. Okay, so lately I've been giving myself these injections in my stomach, but for this video, I'm gonna give it to myself in the thigh. It's a little less awkward. I used to give myself them in the thigh. Anyway, I just unwrapped my alcohol swab. I already washed my hands before, and you decide, where you want to inject yourself. I'm just gonna do this whole area, and then I'm just gonna uncap this. And I just make sure that there's no air in there. And then you pinch the skin, and you're supposed to do this at a 45-degree angle when you do the syringe kind. So it's about like this. It didn't hurt at all. And then you inject it, and you're supposed to stop pinching your skin as you inject it, and yeah, it's burning. Yep, it definitely hurts. Oh, quite a bit more injecting it into the leg than it does in the stomach. It's just, but anyway, it really only hurt when I was injecting. By now, it doesn't hurt anymore. I'm not bleeding or anything. Yeah. So that was it. That's what I do every other week. I call it my Humira day. And now that I'm done, I put the little cap back on. I don't know if you need to. And I have my hazardous biohazard box thingy. And when this gets full, we just mail it back and they send a new one. And I just put it in here. And then I'm done. So anyway, I would love to, you know, it's not terrible and it keeps me healthy, but I would love to not have to do that every other week, and that's why I want a cure. So please donate if you can. I'll put the link everywhere. And thank you so much for watching.